It's what?
I said Malcolm alleged that some of Elijah's women were underage secretaries, and can you expound on that?
Yeah, well, I guess they were because they were there. I seen them. I seen them myself. It's all true. It's all true.
Good evening, messenger. You convinced us that you were the last messenger. How many other bastard children do you have?
We're here with y'all know who I'm with, the captain, the author, the Ring Magazine legend, Mr. Come and See You. 82nd birthday this Wednesday, June 18th. Send them a happy birthday. Send it to my Cash App. SILENTHEROS. That sounds like a Sesame Street commercial when I say that. But anyways, y'all go ahead. Y'all go ahead and support the captain, and we're gonna continue our conversation as you guys just heard from our last conversation about the girls, man. And I was making a point that I don't really want to see girls fight, especially the Katie Taylor Serrano, because I don't want to see women bleed. Like, it's different for me. It's a huge difference me seeing a man bleed versus a woman bleed or
But
be
what I will
bludgeoned.
say, Fred,
Yes.
is that them girls, them last two fights, they put it on the line. Like Guy Waterweight and Middleweight, they put it on the line.
Mm-hmm.
Both husbands was in the corner wondering what was going to happen, the outcome.
Mm-hmm.
But Samantha Saranda, when you called in this War 3, Jake Paul people did a good job. They making sure they got all their marks in places. They bought the whole card. Eddie just bringing his fighter. Eddie got nothing to do with the card. No part of the promotion. Jake Paul and his team they bought the whole show. They did the deal with Madison Square Garden.
So explain to the people when you say you bought the whole show.
Okay, what happened was when you got two promoters, Jake Paul have a little credibility because of he was able financial wise to do this fight because he got a lot of money from dealing with the Tyson team. So what happened was he went to the Garden and came to New York and got a promoter's license. And his fighter, he took the card. He gave Eddie what Eddie wanted for his fighter, and he said, "I'll give you what you want in extra, but J. Paul Production got the whole card."
Mm-hmm.
When they had a press conference, even though Kevin Rooney Jr. was there with their fighter, but Kevin had nothing to say because it's not their show. They treated Jake Paul's people treated Kevin Rooney with respect. They say, "We have the legendary trainer's son here representing Miss Katie Taylor of Ireland." That was that. Eddie's going to be here because it's his fighter. But, it'd have been different if Amanda Serrano was still with Lou DiBella because the guys downtown would have told Jake Paul to shut up. Lou running the show.
Mm.
But Jake Paul made the deal with Madison Square Garden,
Right.
with Jim Dolan's people. He made the deal. So Lou DiBella, so to our fans, that's how this is done. Promoter presented with the two fighters, whoever wants to do this. Like with the heavyweight, we'll get to that next. Coming up August 23rd, we'll get to that. But what I'm saying, that's how, to our listener, Fred, that's how this fight was done.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the fight that's done tonight is different. Eddie and Lou had a sweeter deal because Lou got a former champion. Eddie got a champion that won the title, 3 months ago? Fred, you know more about Hitchison than I do. Expand on Hitchison.
No, I just think that I actually watched the interview with Richardson Hitchins. don't you know the man said he was in the projects? Shout out to first. I want to give shout out to Ak and Barack, man. They do an exceptional job over there on. I don't know the name of their platform. Ring something. I don't know if it's Ring Magazine. I don't know what it is, but I actually enjoyed the interview because they just interviewed Richardson Hitchins. He said he made $15,000 on a Showbox card. He made 15,000 on a Showbox card. He said the highest he's ever made was 50,000 with Floyd. 50,000.
When he
Insane.
was with Floyd,
Yes. 50,000. You might as well sign to me if you're gonna make 50,000. You know, like so anyway, the point I'm making is um Richardson Hitchison is a guy from New York, Brooklyn, I believe.
yeah,
And yeah, Brooklyn. And he represented Haiti in the Olympics, and he was basically an afterthought because Floyd wanted Shakur, but Shakur invited him to the dinner, so they did the deal. He was a backup plan to Floyd, but when in actuality, Floyd really didn't care, man. The man paid the man $50,000 as a career high pay, and he said as soon as he signed with the white man, AKA Cracker, uh, he got three times the pay. He was making 150,000, 200,000 per fight, and now he's ascending because he's a world champion. And you can explain the bumps in the contracts when you become a world champion and you're defending the world title, etc. But and now he's fighting at home. I don't know how the tickets are selling. I heard they were kind of slow and go. Uh,
but
but go ahead.
uh, but when you're dealing with a fight like this, a fighter that wasn't popular,
Hmm.
coming behind Shakur, Floyd's team, and his former guy, LB and them, didn't put him out there, didn't get him out there, and get him out there with the press, have at ringside all the fighters. Here's the guy was representing Lemon with the Haitian. They didn't get their sports writers to do little stories on him, to give him plugs at the fights, announcing, for people to know who he was. Eddie did more for this kid than Floyd did for him. And even his woman, I don't know if his wife or not, they would go to all the local club shows in New York, New Jersey. They put themselves out there.
Yeah,
I think that's one of the reasons why Eddie signed him. He was out there saying, I'm ready to go. He put himself out there.
I agree.
And I don't know what he's getting tonight, but I know he better be careful in that ring tonight because he's fighting a former world champion that came in his house and won the world title from a top-notch fighter that was signed to the legendary Bob Arum.
Mm. And
So
are you going to the fight tonight?
yeah, I'm going.
Okay, so I won't be watching it because I'm going to basketball tonight. I'm gonna go watch.
Yeah, I know you in Link.
No, he's not
Y'all
here. He's in
basketball.
Hawaii. He's in
Oh,
Hawaii,
that's
but
right.
in
You're going to take the games for him anyway.
in honor of consistency, I will be going to 4 basketball games tonight. So from 5 to 9.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I think that Richardson Henderson has done. Oh, and then he also said he was so broke that he had to borrow money from Tank Davis. He was living in the projects and borrowing money from Tank Davis. I'm not discrediting him because I respect the journey. I'm just talking about perception versus reality. The Hollywood charades and Mayweather promotions, the billionaire. He gets all the women. He gets all the glitz and the glamour, the $18 million watch. His second best fighter is living in the projects. Tank being number one, Richardson Henderson being number two, Rolly being the most outlandish, so he gets the most clicks on the internet. But when in actuality, Richard Hitchins was his second best fighter, and he's
But
living in the
Rolly, but
projects.
it's a difference. Rolly come from a negative background that they're going to look out for each other.
Hmm.
You got to remember, Rolly come from a Latino background.
Sure.
They're gonna look out for each other, whether they like each other or not. They're going to look out for each other.
Sure.
So that's what he had up on Hitchens. Nobody reached out. You got all this money, all this mansion, betting on ball games in Las Vegas, but you got your fight in the project. That ain't even mathematics. That's why I've always said it, and I've said it to his face. I said it behind his back. I said it to his lousy children's face. Your uncle, your big uncle would have knocked your father out any day of the week. And because even Floyd always said, the old man, he loved my Uncle Roger. Because Roger was my guy. Because he lived the fighter. He lived the dream. He looked out for the guys that he trained other than his nephew. So, Fred, to piggyback off what you said, Hitchison, he's a good young man, man.
Yeah, he is a good young man, for sure.
He paid the price to get to the night in Madison Square Garden, in the theater, the old felt form as you and I know it to be. But I'm just saying, don't underestimate Lou DiBella and his fighter. And what I like about Camboza, he rode to the title with Lou. He lost the title with Lou twice, and he fought a legendary Lomachenko, and he's still with Lou. He ride with Lou to the end. He said it. I'm going to ride with DiBella Entertainment to the end because DiBella got me to the title. And you can't ask for a fighter better respect than that.
Yeah, it definitely worked out for. He is a very wealthy man.
Oh, especially in Australia.
Yeah,
the 5 pennies, he got more money from Lomachenko than losing both titles, than losing the title to Devin and getting another shot at Devin. He Bob paid him well for that win to close the door with Lomachenko.
Yeah, Bob loved Lomachenko so much that he went against his conservative views on finances.
Because Lomachenko made him a lot of money.
Yeah, Lomachenko made him a lot of money for sure. For sure. You know.
He gave Lomachenko a good check to go off with.
Yeah.
Lomachenko said no more. And I'm glad the clock had ticked. But Lomachenko, even though he beat Camboza, but Lomachenko, he saw the clock. Him and his father saw the clock. That they saw Father Time have grabbed him, friend. That's what I love about his father. His father said to the Aegis claimers, no more. No more. It's all over. The clock have ticked. The fat lady has sung. As we say at the end of a basketball game or football, did the fat lady sing yet?
Yeah, the fat lady singing. And in boxing terms, has Bomac started singing. But I thought that was funny. That wasn't funny.
With that? With Bomac?
I said in basketball and football terms, they say is the fat lady singing. In boxing terms, you say is Bomac singing.
Yeah. I heard that. It's Bomac singing.
Oh man, but
he sung for the Earth Thing fight, and he was right, and I was right, please.
I was wrong, and I was wrong.
When I told you that in New York, you looked at me in the hotel like I was crazy.
Yeah. I mean, the way Earl Spence was just destroying guys, man.
But see, Fred, you didn't know.
And I was
that
biased
I
too because I had a relationship with Earl.
And plus, you was close to Earl and Earl's team.
Yeah,
and you didn't know that I know the backroom deals when you interview me, how this stuff is put together.
Right.
You knew who I was with, and you know what they was qualifying for doing, but you didn't know that I was around them old timers.
Oh, I didn't know. I definitely didn't know the depth. That's for sure.
So that's why I told our late partner, Davis Porter, may he rest in peace.
Yes.
And I told Jason, I said, Jason, all the interviews me and Jason did, I said, Jason, Terrence Crawford don't even drink liquor that I know of can beat this boy drunk.
Right.
Because I always said the hardest charade. He don't have the team. You got our brother, all he want to do is walk around and take pictures in the ring.
Right.
And you got the two sons want to give Wilder depth, but they ain't giving Wilder no depth them last two fights with Fury. They was quiet as a church mouse in a funeral home.
Yeah, everything's quiet in the funeral home. Yeah.
Speaking
What?
of your brother, you going to Kansas City to see your Alabama brother?
No, man. I told you I don't want to see that fight. I love Wilder dearly, man.
Did you call
Like
him
I
wish him
always got to
well?
preface this because I know Wilder's going to hear this interview. I always got to preface this. Wilder did things for me that I could not do for myself.
Right.
When he was the heavyweight champion of the world, every time he came to LA, I went to dinner with Wilder after Fury Wilder won. That Sunday, we went to Sam's restaurant and I did his first interview. Man, Wilder, I love Wilder. I love Wilder so much that I feel I can tell Wilder the truth. I'm not going to watch the fight because I don't want to watch the fight with one eye. You know, uh, I, I, I'm being honest. Like, I don't want to watch. Oh, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? You know, if
Okay.
so, I'm not watching it from that perspective. He didn't look good his last two fights.
Let me
Uh,
ask you a question.
yes.
Do you think the fat lady has sung on Wilder's career?
I think Bomac has sung on Wilder's career. Uh,
God.
um, uh, you know, he's made a lot of man. Wilder is so freaking rich, man. He's so wealthy. You know, now I will say this: if he start winning, oh, I'm gonna be tooting like I'm gonna be like, I was wrong. And I'm gonna be proud to say I was wrong. Give him the Joshua fight. Give him his 30, 40 million. Get the Joshua fight, but he gotta go fight over there. Don't fight in America again, Wilder, your big fights. Go over there. Go fight Dylan White. Go fight Anthony Joshua. Go sell out the O2. Go sell out Wembley. Get and go be beloved. You know, go do that. You know, kind of like Kareem in his 20th NBA season when he was hated. He was hated for 19 years. Oh, you Lou Alcindor to me. No, I'm Kareem. You Muslim? Muslims kill black people. Muslims done put bombs on people. In his 20th year, they gave him Rolls Royces, monies, cars, houses, all that, you know. So I think Wilder needs to go over there, and I will scream from the top, from the highest mountaintop. I was wrong. But as it is June 14th, whatever it is today, 2025, I'm not gonna watch the fight. I'm gonna listen for it to be on YouTube. I know Blue Blood is gonna be interested. Drew Titan, all my friends, I know they're gonna watch it, and I will go to their YouTube channel and see what happens with the fight. I'm gonna be intentionally. I'm gonna be intentionally busy June 26th. Intentionally. So I maybe forget about he's fighting. I say, oh shit, Wilder's fighting. What happened? You know, you know. So from that perspective, this ain't nowhere near hate. You know, because I always want to because I know he's going to hear the interview, and Wilder's not a sensitive man. He's a compassionate man. You know, and he and I have a relationship, and Wilder should tell me the same thing. You know. Uh, I believe in that, man. You know, like I stand on that. So I'm not going to Kansas City. I'm not going to watch the fight. I will be rooting for Wilder.
But
And
that's your friend, though.
oh, he's my friend for sure. He's my friend for sure. Even though I ain't spoke to him in 3 years, he's my friend. Like for the heavyweight champion to call you, we did an interview from 11 o'clock.
But Fred,
Yes.
you can report. I don't know if Shelly Picker going. I ain't getting no word from
Oh,
Shelly.
I don't know. I don't know.
Fred, I don't know if Shelly's still involved.
Well, Wilder's his own man for sure now. Wilder understands the business. He probably just pays Shelly his cut and just moves on because I mean, to my knowledge, Shelly was good to him in the very, very, very beginning.
Yes, he was.
Uh-huh. So,
Buying medicine that costs $1,000 a week. He
uh-huh.
definitely was good for him.
You said what?
He helped Shelly with his sick daughter. Shelly helped him
Oh, that's great. That's beautiful.
from
And
the humble beginning. Because JD, when we tried to sign him with Don King, when Don signed me to try to sign him, that's the way it was.
oh,
But
really? You
brother,
actually spoke to Wilder?
No, I spoke with JD while he was sitting there
On the phone or in person?
on the phone. See,
Okay.
I knew JD from the days of Butch Lewis. So we had JD's number. Butch Lewis didn't want Wilder. He said I wouldn't sign him if my mother came back from the graveyard. Butch didn't want it.
What year did Butch Lewis pass? 11, 9?
11.
11. Okay. Uh, so
No,
yeah,
I don't think Wilder was even heavyweight champion when Butch passed.
he was like 13, 14, I believe he was. I was at that fight.
Yeah, because matter of fact, he was out there with DK
How you know?
because DK had
Yeah, yeah, I was. I
the other
was.
Haitian.
I was writing for the Call and Post, you know. Um,
I don't even. Somebody said Bermain was in New York. He gonna be at the fight tonight.
well, I hope he is, man. And I hope he's in good spirits. I hope
He's
he's
a
not.
Haitian, but you know why? Because he crossed us. If I'm outside, he ain't got a ticket. I wouldn't give him that because he crossed Carl King. Carl was his manager. He left us and went to sign with JP, which me and Carl didn't have a problem. But the way he did it behind me and Carl's back, we don't have a problem with JP. JP is all right with us. But the way Bermain did it,
Man, listen.
talk to
Man,
JP in
listen,
New York.
man. Nah, you being too nice. If he is your friend and Jay Prince don't
What
call
I'm
you,
saying, I'm talking about Carl King.
okay.
I'm saying what happened with Bermain. Don't take it somewhere else, bro.
I'm not
Saying
taking it nowhere else.
I'm talking about Carl King.
Right. Okay. Go ahead. Continue.
I'm saying how it went down, how we was while we wasn't at the rematch. The call didn't come in for the fight. By me being in New York, New Jersey, I was at the rematch because Don made sure I was there because Don knew how I used to take care of him when I was living in Bill Haney's apartment in Las Vegas and running Bill Haney and his mother's gym. Matter of fact, Bill Haney reached out to me yesterday.
Good.
Matter of fact, I talked to Bill's people yesterday, and I talked to Bill Haney. He came to show me some love, the love that you didn't show me.
I'm
So
glad he did. See, me and Bill Haney
he
always
showed
on
me
the same
real
page.
love.
He's
He just
he's
he just made some phone calls for me.
well, he's the person I've disagreed with the most in boxing, and we still have a level of mutual love and respect for each other. Now, and Bill Haney, he's just a good guy to me. Bill Haney, he's cooked breakfast for me in his house.
You been to the
Wh-
house in Vegas or California?
in Vegas, when every time I'm in Vegas, uh, he uh, he invites me and I never come. You know, when I was heavily involved in boxing, he always would tell me you can come anytime. You know, I never took up on it. You know, but yeah, I got love. I got love. I love them so much. Like Wilder, I will tell them the truth. You know, and that's just
You never
simply it.
told me the truth.
So, um,
As we close, Fred, you
mhm,
know, and in a few minutes they're gonna be coming to get me to take me to the Mecca boxing, Madison Square Garden.
mhm.
All fans, get the book, get the June 25th article, support the cause, support me and Brother Fred Barbershop Conversation and Leon J. Muhammad Sports Production. Get your book, The Rise and Fall and Respiration of the Country Boy.
Right.
40 years with Don King, 20 with Butch Lewis, 20 with Michael Spinks, and 35
Yeah.
with
See.
Ali, and 12 with Joe Frazier.
Yeah.
I know how this thing goes.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
do,
Now,
and
if
that's
you
why
got to
you
go to
cut me
Florida,
off, and that's why you cut me off when I was making common sense about Jay Prince. Listen, I gotta say
bruh,
it. I don't get. I gotta say it, dog.
say
Listen.
what you want to say. I got to go, bruh. Say what you want to say. Say what you want to say.
Okay,
You
can I say it?
Robert, say what you want to say, bro. But I brought up the point of the reason. I
Yes,
have nothing
yeah,
to do
you're
with Jay
right.
Prince. I just brought up the reason
Now,
why Bermain to Spain left us and
yes.
crossed us and didn't tell us why.
Okay,
So
now
there's no need to go nowhere else on that.
okay.
Because you know nothing about the deal with Carl and Bermain.
I don't know nothing about the deal.
So
I'm gonna
leave it
say
like
this.
it is.
No, I gotta know. I don't. I know. I gotta say this. Listen. if
Say
I
what?
am if I am a man of the cloth, if I am a man of the street
I don't know
cloth,
nothing about that, Fred. I don't know
okay,
nothing about it.
okay,
I don't know
okay,
nothing about it. You
okay,
saying something that I don't know about.
okay. Omit that. If I am a God fearing, honorable man,
I don't know what I don't know what
he
you're
always
talking
says
about,
he
bro.
believes in God. Now he always says he
I
believes in
don't know
God.
what I don't know, Fred.
Oh, okay, so let
You
me
said
say what I
this
want to say.
3 weeks ago. Why you keep stressing this when this man can't name come up, bro? You looking for crazy, Fred? You been
No,
doing that shit. I'm gonna start dealing with you, bro.
no, I'm
Leave
not.
that shit
No,
alone.
no, 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 no. Because if he was with you, he should be like, nah, dog, you with my boy. You with my boy, Carl King. You with my boy, Leon Muhammad. I can't deal with you. I can't
But
deal
hear
with you.
what I'm saying, Fred. Hear what I'm saying. When I was talking about our relationship with Carl, and I had to bring his name up, why we wasn't at the 2 fights when he fought for the title in elimination, then you want to go somewhere else with it.
I'm not going
This is
somewhere
just
else
what
with
I
it.
said. Man, leave the shit the fuck alone, bro, because you're pissing me off now.
No, I'm
Leave
not
it
pissed.
alone. Leave it alone.
All
I
right,
shouldn't have brought it up.
all
But,
right.
but I hope he's there tonight to support his
Get him a.
Haitian brother.
He ain't gonna need a ticket. He ain't gonna need a ticket. He's
Oh,
Haitian.
yeah, shit. The last time I saw him in Atlantic City, I had to give him a ticket.
Well, give him a ticket, man. Give him a
No, I ain't
ticket,
got
man.
nothing. I ain't
God,
got nothing to give away.
God first, man. God, have
That's,
compassion.
that's what you believe, man. That you and your family believe. Don't try to put that on nobody else, man. Let people believe what they want to believe. You got to stop that, bro.
Man, listen, man, listen. I'm not. Listen, I'm not. I would rather give a free ticket than argue for 10 minutes. You know, I mean, that's just who I am.
Listen, I ain't got no ticket to give away.
How much you
Somebody
sell?
gave me some.
How many tickets you got for tonight's fight?
I only got like 3 left.
Oh,
That's for
okay.
my family.
Yeah, no, I respect that, man, and you gonna have a
But if
great.
you got somebody uptown that want one, I'll give them one.
No, I don't know. I have no one going to the fight. I have no one.
I mean, if your cousin and her people want to go, I would give them tickets on the stand for you and bill you later and let you write it off.
No, I don't. I have. I appreciate that. That's
But I
honorable
wouldn't
of
do
you.
that for you, Fred.
That's honorable of you.
Yeah, I
That's
know, honorable.
Allahable of you.
Oh,
That's
there you go,
Allahable of
Fred.
you.
I don't
That's
talk religion. I don't talk religion.
that's
You
our
need
new
to
name for
say,
honorable. Allahable. Allahable. We need to
you
patent
know
that
what,
and put that
man?
on T-shirts. Allahable.
You know what, Fred?
What?
Let me see what time it is, because I got to go downstairs,
I understand.
and my nephew is he's coming to the fight, Fred. So
Okay. Good.
my birthday should be there when I see him.
Okay.
You ain't getting off the hook, bro.
I ain't got off no hook. I ain't never missed a payment. Don't stop
No,
fibbing to the people. Stop fibbing to the people.
Let me say this to our fans, Fred. Let me clarify something. Y'all, me and Fred be messing around, arguing with each other, but we love each other. I love his children. They're my God nephew. And his wife's a wonderful lady. I never met her. I love her because I got word from my source in California that she's a great mother.
Yeah,
And
man.
so
I
that's why I put up with him and argue with my brother because he's from the East Coast. I'm like his old uncle. I can argue with him.
yeah. You like my
But
grand
I'm like one of
uncle.
the uncles
You're not
from
uncle. You're
his
my
block
grand
uptown.
uncle. Grand
Yeah,
uncle.
from
You
uptown, from
old.
his block.
You
But
old.
dig here, Fred. But dig this here, man.
Yeah.
Listen, we create something that me and Jason and both and Xavier can never create.
Hmm.
Because you know what my grandson said this morning? He
No.
said, Fred take you places that the other guys were scared to take you to.
Hmm.
Fred don't care. He just asked the question. You get married, hang up. You don't care.
Yeah,
But he
yeah.
done got his point out there.
Yeah, like if I say
And
Jay Prince.
he said that's something that they wouldn't do. But whatever you do, whatever you think about everybody,
Hey.
that's just what it is.
You and
So
Jay
now,
Prince got a special relationship that we gonna have to tap into one day. Because I say Elijah Muhammad, he had hoes. Jay Prince, oh no, fuck you, Fred. Oh no, fuck you, Fred. Oh no, no, you got
no, I ain't never cursed at you, bro.
it.
But what I will say, Carl King,
I'm a
the late Tony Sutton,
uh-huh.
Fred Barbershop, JP and Antonio Leonard, Brad Goodman, Bobby Goodman, Bob Evans, all y'all cool with me. And that's it. Being round 12. I got to go to Madison 12 darts. Close it out, Fred. I'm going to tell you what my nephew going to do. All right?
All
You
right.
know close it out, Fred?